Hey, Dr. Dan Kalish here, and I am so excited. I'm coming to New Zealand to do an all-day seminar. It's going to be on Saturday, June the 17th. I have a little bit of a world tour here. I'm going to be in Japan prior to New Zealand, doing a series of talks as well. And so for the day in Auckland, I really want to focus on basic protocols for treating the most common health complaints, which would include fatigue, depression, weight gain. These are issues that most of our patients are struggling with. And so in order to address those common complaints, we want to look at mitochondrial energy and fat burning, neurotransmitter production that controls our thoughts and feelings, as well as toxin-related issues and methylation. Let me tell you why I chose those subjects. So if someone has a mitochondrial deficit, they're going to be physically exhausted. They're not going to feel like exercising. They're going to be really tired after they exercise. And we want to make sure that we deal with mitochondrial issues up front, get that person energized, up and running. Neurotransmitter-related deficits, that would be related to serotonin problems, dopamine problems. That could be anxiety, depression, a sleep disorder. Common issues that we want to be able to resolve, and you can use amino acids to do that. I'm going to show you the treatments to actually fix those kinds of problems, either using mitochondrial support or amino acids for neurotransmitter support. And then the toxins and detoxification are directly relevant because if the patient is toxic, they're going to have a lot of oxidative stress. That is what is damaging their mitochondria in the first place, making them tired. So we want to make sure you can detox that person for a complete solution. Other patients who are toxic will have a high level of neurotoxins. Something like mercury could be in their system that would be damaging brain tissue and causing neurotransmitter deficits. So the way that I see it, it's not enough just to get their mitochondria going and give their energy a boost. You want to also address the toxins that are underlying the oxidative stress that is damaging the mitochondria. Same with the brain. If you have an anxious or depressed patient or a sleep problem and it's related to neurotransmitters, you also want to flush out the neurotoxins so you get a more long-term solution. And then we're also going to cover methylation. Methylation is involved in everything, right? So it's involved in detoxification, neurotransmitter production. It's even involved in mitochondrial function. So that's a kind of essential core element to these kind of programs. And I want to do it in a couple of different ways. So I'm really into lab testing, and I do a lot of organic acids tests. And in the US right now, it's the most popular topic. When we offer seminars, we'll get 2,000 doctors signed up for a webinar on organic acids. It's the hottest topic in the United States. So I want to bring that technology over to New Zealand and introduce you guys to that. If you're more advanced and you're curious about what we're doing here in the US, that's the latest and greatest, then that portion of the class will really appeal to you. But if you're not heavy into the lab testing and that aspect of functional medicine, I also want to give you effective protocols that'll just work even if you're not doing the lab work. Of course, I'm a lab guy, so I prefer to do lab work, but I understand a lot of practitioners just aren't at the point where they want to do tests. That's just not their interest level. So we're going to present it in a variety of different ways. For those of you that want non-lab-based protocols, we'll have all that information. If you want to know the details about organic acid testing, I'm the guy for that for sure, and we can get into the really technical physiological aspects of the work as well. And another aspect about how I teach is that I'm in practice. I actually still see patients on a regular basis, and I understand that as clinicians, we also need to make money. So I need to teach you all a clinical model that is also reinforced with patient communication skills, sales skills, so you're able to sell supplement programs effectively, to keep patients on supplement programs for an extended period of time until they've moved through all these different stages of healing and they're actually better. As you know, 1 month of a perfect brain-related program is not going to change a person's life. So interwoven with the functional medicine clinical side, I'll also be presenting basic practice management tips and how you can grow your practice and grow your business. I'm very interested in doctors having enough financial resources, being able to make enough money that we can take care of ourselves, have time for our families and our personal life. And so an essential component to all of this, in addition to the clinical, is making sure that you have some good business skills development too. So we're going to cover all of that. Again, save the date. It is Saturday, June the 17th. In Auckland, New Zealand. I'm super excited to be coming. I've been wanting to visit New Zealand for many, many years, and I'm just going to love being there. Everyone tells me, as a matter of fact, one of my students is a New Zealander, and she said, Dan, I don't want to imitate the accent because I can't do it, but she basically, imagine in a New Zealand accent, she said, Dan, once you go to New Zealand, you may never want to leave. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Again, June 17th.